Hi everyone. Today we're talking about tallow. It's the new skincare trend that I've been seeing on Instagram. People have a lot of questions about it. Some people are huge fans of it. Other people are very skeptical. So I want to tell you exactly what tallow is, how to make it, how to use it, who should use it, who shouldn't use it, how I think it compares to medical grade skincare, and why people love it and why people hate it. So that's the topic of today's video. If you're interested, please share, like, subscribe, leave me a comment and let me know if tallow is something you've tried or you would use on your face, or whether medical grade skincare is more your vibe. So first of all, what is tallow? It is the rendered fat, usually from beef. And if you've ever bought a steak or chuck roast and you see the thick white fat, that's basically tallow. So the current trend now is to render that fat, put it in a jar, and create skincare out of it. Some people actually make it at home and they use just the pure tallow, which the advantages of that are there's no additives, there's no preservatives. It obviously will expire sooner, but it is 100% natural. Or you can buy it in stores, and usually there's a few ingredients added in, so it's not purely chemical free for the natural enthusiasts, but it's an easier way to do it than to make it at home, even though it's actually really easy to make at home. Tallow has a very similar composition to the natural oil and sebum in our skin. It's primarily composed of triglycerides. It has stearic acid, oleic acid, and palmitic acids. The advantages that people attribute to tallow is that it's antibacterial and anti-inflammatory, so it can soothe inflammation. It absorbs quite well into the skin because, as I said, it's quite a close, relatively close mimic for the natural sebum in our skin. The other advantage of tallow, especially if it's from a grass-fed animal, is that it contains all the fat-soluble vitamins, which are vitamin A, vitamin D, E, and K. And it also contains antioxidants, which is a reason why it's thought to have anti-inflammatory properties. Apart from the controversial use on the face, tallow can be great for things like diaper rashes, burns, tattoo, post-tattoo inflammation, because it really does soothe the skin. And basically, I'm never a fan of putting oil on the face, because oil is usually the culprit that causes a lot of the problems we have on our face. Children have beautiful, perfect skin, and as soon as they hit puberty, they get acne, they get blackheads, they get problems, and it's all due to oil. So I never ever recommend putting oil on the face. However, wherever we don't have pores, we don't produce as much sebum, we need more oily products. That's why neck creams and body creams have a lot more oils in them than any type of face moisturizer, because if that type of cream was applied to the face, it would be comedogenic and it could cause breakouts. So the only exception on the face would be the under eye area, but even with that you have to be careful because you don't want to give yourself milia from too much oil. Now, tallow actually is comedogenic, so it's absolutely not for everyone. So who is tallow good for? No one that has oily or acneic skin, ever, ever, ever. But if skin is relatively normal, I would say tallow is great for the face. For those who prefer natural products, they don't want chemicals on their skin. They don't want technology, compounds made in a lab, anti-aging or whatever, anti-rosacea or pigmentation products. They just want nature. So tallow is a nice alternative for that, although it is comedogenic, so it may cause some problems. If someone has extremely dry skin, meaning they don't have a single visible pore on their face, they might actually do well with tallow. I personally have known people who've used tallow on their face, and I've not known anyone who had beautiful skin on tallow, but they're natural, so it depends on what the priorities are. As far as the body is concerned, absolutely. If you have a scrape or a burn, I do have a friend who had a bad 3rd-degree burn, and she did use tallow, and it actually helped her heal quickly, and her skin healed beautifully without scarring. I truly was impressed. So it can have benefits as long as you're applying it to parts of the body, parts of skin that are not oily. So basically everything from the chin down. Personally, I would never apply tallow to my face. Maybe as a lip balm, yes, or on my body, absolutely. Nor would I ever recommend it, especially if people want to have beautiful skin or if they have any kind of skin concerns. It's just not going to get you there. It is for those who want to be on a natural path, much more than those that want to improve the appearance of their skin. And if I were to do that, I would probably make it at home, because there's no reason to pay for it and have factories that are still going to put in some sort of preservatives, because it's not going to have a long shelf life. It's a natural fat, so it's going to go rancid eventually. Ideally, you'd keep it in the fridge if you want to preserve the longevity of the product. I always say medical grade skincare is absolutely the best. And of course, there are a few drugstore substitutes that can have excellent results. But basically, high quality, I love high quality skincare that has sophisticated formulations, advanced technology, peptides, enzymes, a real deep understanding of skin at a cellular level, producing compounds that work at a cellular level to benefit the skin. Like the new second generation trihex technology from Elastin, which is phenomenal, and I will make a video on that, but that is currently probably my most favorite product. So those are my thoughts on tallow. I will show you how I made some. And a lot of the time, we cook a lot of meat at home, and it's not made intentionally, but any rendered fat from beef is basically tallow. So let me show you what homemade beef tallow looks like, made by accident. We were baking beef ribs in the oven, and then all the fat that dripped to the bottom solidified in the fridge. And because the beef had spices, it had rosemary, it had oregano and other spices, and because of the baking time and a little bit of the burning of fat, it's got a little bit of color to it. But this is basically solidified tallow. Now, I would obviously not use this on the body. It's got spices in it, it has smell. So you could use this on bread, you could use this to fry eggs on, you could use this just as a fat. So anything where you'd normally use avocado oil or olive oil for cooking, you could use this. But for skincare purposes, the best way to do it is to boil the meat in water, plain water, no salt, or just a little bit of salt, sort of to match our physiology, which is 0.09%. Once the water boils the meat and the fat floats to the surface, once it's cooled, you'd put it in the fridge, and the fat on top would solidify, and then you can remove that, put it in a container, and there is your organic, or maybe not organic, maybe grass-fed, maybe not, but 100% natural tallow, without any additives, without any preservatives, without any sort of softeners or chemicals or fillers, just pure tallow. Very, very easy to do at home.